Hello and welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to be talking about a product here. It's a USB hub shortcut device from a company called Yeslak. I did a review of one of the products for a rim protector for your 20-inch induction wheels. If you want to look at that, I have that up on the channel. But this is a product from them also. Like I said, it's a USB hub shortcut device, and what this does is basically put in your hands a lot of controls right there in your center console. What do I mean by that? This device here comes with 3 buttons, and with these 3 buttons you can program up to 9 different functions. From the factory it comes with 6 functions programmed in, so you have like a double press and a long press to activate the functions. If you go on the app, which we'll talk about in a little bit, you're able to like customize those buttons and also add one more for single press. And again, this goes to your center console. It's powered by the USB-C that you're going to basically connect to your center console with this cable here, and then you have this connector that goes in your OBD port / CAN bus in the rear console that goes into that connection, and then this end here connects to this wireless module. This is what communicates with this that makes your car perform the action you're triggering. What function does this do? This will do anything like open your car doors. You can have it open any of the car doors, open glove box, turn on your indoor lights, open your trunk, your front. This also has passenger seat controls. This will adjust passenger seat controls, move it forward, move it back, do the seat back and forth. It also has memory seat settings for the passenger seat. So basically you can set your passenger seat to a certain setting and save it to this. And so with one touch of a button, or double touch actually, from this device, your passenger seat will go to the setting that you've chosen. And then plus it's got a USB-C port here, so you have an extra USB-C port for charging your phone. It also has like a pass-through down here that you can pass another extra USB-C, because this is going to take up one of the USB-C ports in your center console, but you can connect a cable to the other USB-C port and pass that through here. So you ultimately have 2 USB-C ports still open to you to use. Like I said, the color is nice. It blends nicely with the center console. It also has 2 little lights here that shines into your center console when you open it, and there's a little button here that when you close the center console, when it pushes against that button, it turns off the light. So trying to save your battery there. So again, it's through Yeslak. If you want to order one from them, there's a coupon code you can use, or discount code you can use to get you some savings from that. It's TIT offer, so TITOFFER. That gets you a discount on anything on the Yeslak website. So there's not much to it. You have this, you have the wireless module and the controller, and that's it. It's a very simple setup. So on that note, let's go talk about installation and show you how some of this stuff functions. All right, so with the connection done, it's time, like I said, to put this in. I also forgot to mention, it comes with a manual. This manual is very comprehensive and it's very detailed and it's very, very handy. I do suggest you spend some time reading it. It tells you how everything works and basically what the buttons do, and a lot of things, even how to activate the seat massage. Yes, that's something else this also has too. This particular module here comes with seat massage. You press down the voice command for like 2 seconds and it will turn on seat massage. That runs for about 15 or so minutes and then it shuts off, which I think is good too. It doesn't just keep going. And so manual, very handy. I'm going to leave it right here. But for this here, it's pretty straightforward. You've got this and you've got this. This is going to be powering this to talk to that wireless controller. I want to make sure the cable, 90-degree cable, is able to come this way, so plug that in. All right, that's in, and then to put it in, it's going to sit in this groove over here. And so as you can see, it's also got a cutout already for that, so you want to put that in at an angle, so it sits in diagonal like that. And then once you're in, you can simply then just push it to keep it straight and then bring it in. And then from there, I'm going to take this USB-C and just plug it into the port. And now if you look at this, I don't know if you can see it, but you see that light up. So now you can see it's got power. And then if I close this, you can see, like I said, the color flushes pretty good. Everything blends nicely. This closes really nice and flush. This also flushes up nice and pretty good. So you got extra USB-C port now. You have that. Now before I go into these buttons here, like I said, you have like seat controls here. So over here is your seat forward and sit back, and so you can see the passenger side of the seat over here. You can see this going back, and if I do this now, you see it coming forward. You can't see the seat back, but if I do this seat back here, it's also moving the seat back. I'm going to angle this a little bit and then let you just catch in the corner of the screen there. So that's your seat controls. Now for the memory seats, you're supposed to run calibration first, and there's instructions in the manual for how to do that. But once you've done that, memory seats, to do that, you tap this button here 2 times, and when you this top corner button, when you do that 2 times, you just see these 3 lights flash. And what you want to do then is any button you then press at that point, you see this first one flash. So now it's saved the current passenger seat as that memory seat. So if I bring this back now, so I'm moving that passenger seat back. Now, if I double tap this, what it should do is bring that seat back to its previous position. You can see it's flashing that to let you know it's activating that first memory seat. Like I said, it's got 3. Now, if let me move this back again and try to actually put it in proper position. All right, so let me see back here a little bit. All right, and so to save this seat now, I'm going to double tap this again. I see my 3 lights flashing. You have 3 seconds to choose which one you want to pick. So I pick here now, and now the middle button flash to let me know that's the second memory seat saved. So if I double tap this, it's going to activate the first memory seat. That's bringing it back forward all the way from where it was before, right? Let's say I cancel that, and that's it. And if I double tap this one now, you can see it's flashing the middle one to let me know it's going back to the second memory seat. So I'll let it do that. And then I've already gone in here and messed with the buttons already and changed some of my buttons. But so by default, some things you can do, use the manual here to basically tell you what the default buttons are, since I've already changed mine. So your first button here is when you double click it, it requests for battery preheating. So this is good if you're going to be going to a supercharger and you want to start a preheating first. Now when you do this, it will make a request for battery preheating to start in 10 minutes. So it's not immediate, so just something to keep in mind, but at least you can request that. If you press and hold, it will fold your mirrors. So press and hold folds your mirror. I'm gonna long press, and it's folding the mirror. So that's long press is folding the mirror. So it folds or unfolds. So long press again, now you can see the mirror's folded. A long press again, the mirror's unfolded. What I've done with mine is I've set my one click button. I press it one time. I'm going to show you the screen here. When I press one time, what you see is the front open up. You can actually see that happening in front too. I've got all the front on, that's why I can do this here. If I press it one time again, the front closes. Now, the other one I've done is double press of this will open my trunk. So double press, now if you look on the screen, the trunk is open, it's opening. Double press again, the trunk is closing. So what this is helping you do is one simple command that doesn't need you having to go to your screen, especially for the glove box. To open the glove box, gotta go to the screen settings, and then here, that's like at least 2 clicks for you to do. Now, all I have to do on this button here is simple press and hold. My glove box opens up. So let's keep going through the rest of the commands from the manual, and then we'll see what else we can do with this. So we've talked about the glove box. The thought buttons here are primarily for the seats. So basically, you double press, it opens one door. So I'm going to use the screen, this here, so you can see on the screen, both of my passenger doors are closed. I'm going to double press this button here, and now you can see my front passenger door is open. I'm going to press and hold. Well, in this case, I had it programmed to open the other passenger door, and I also set a single click on this one to open up my passenger door here. And that's because I've got a six-year-old who sits in this seat over here in a car seat, and so I've got child lock on, and so he can't open that door. But with this here now, I simply can use his buttons and it will open the door automatically. So that's what that is there. But again, by default, it only does the 2 passenger doors. You don't have single click options by default. I've gone to the app to do that, which again I'll show that in a little bit, but for the most part, again, that's it. Pretty simple, straightforward. You can go through the manual and see other things you can do. Like I said, you long press the voice command, you get seat massage. They don't really tell you much here about how you can go into the app, but I'm going to cover that a little bit, the QR code here just for a session video. But so on that end, how do you then go into the app and customize this button? But again, this by itself has been pretty useful. And don't forget, if you want to order anything, if you want to get one of this for yourself, on Yeslak's website, the coupon code is TITOFFER, offer, and you get a discount off of this. So hopefully this has been useful for you if you are interested in something like this. Like I said, it's putting a lot of things within arm's reach for you. You don't have to mess with the screen to go, open trunk, glove box, all that kind of stuff. This does it for you. You can do a lot more things on the app. And so on that note,